Yo, what's up guys, DBZSkills. Today is going to be a PvP video. Now, I have been thinking about doing this video, so I decided to do this now. I know a lot of you guys have been enjoying and understanding the videos I have been putting out for like gear and all the other stuff as well. This is going to be a specific video about PvP. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because you guys should be grinding this out right now currently, because this is going to be where you can get the most gems out of this game. So if you can actually do this, then you will be really good for this. So now the thing is, there's champion, there's platinum, master, gold, silver, and bronze. So the thing is, you start in bronze 5, right? Now you have the chance to actually just boost from bronze 5 to bronze 1 if you can win 5 matches in a row when you first start off PvP. So if you can do that, definitely grind that as much as possible. Now once you get into bronze 1, then you gotta do a little bit more in the game to get into silver 5, and then go all the way to silver 1. Then from there you'll go into gold 5, gold 1, platinum 5, platinum 1, master 5, master 1, platinum, or champion 5, and champion 1. Now here's a good thing: if you can get to champion 5 at least, you would be easily getting 50 gems a week, literally a week. So if you do that, you don't have to grind all the way up to champion 1 if you don't want to, but you can get 60 gems every week if you really wanted to do that, and if you like PvP. So right here you can do all of this, which is really good right now currently, since there's not many people playing PvP that much. You can literally get into it. So this is the team I'm going to be running. Now I could switch out this Elizabeth for the blue DN. I would do that, but I need to awaken DN first. But for now, I'm just going to do it based off of CC, which is combat class. We're going to just get into it and just go for it. So I am in not gold, I'm in silver 4. I'm trying to shoot for gold really soon. So then from gold, I have to get into platinum. And then from platinum, I have to go into masters. And then masters go into champion. So this is going to be a lot of work, but it is doable. I've seen literally so many people do this. So today, we're going to go ahead and get... And the thing is to know, these are all bots currently. So when they are bots, you don't have to worry too much about like going too crazy, or worrying about like, oh, what's going to happen if you don't win or anything like that. If you just grind out the game, you should be good to go. So let's start focusing on Meliodas for now. So yeah, just play PvP. It's going to be worth it in the long run. You're going to get so many gems, and that's weekly. So if you multiply the gems every week times 4 for 4 weeks, basically, that's a full month. You can literally get over 260 gems, literally easy. So it depending on where you're sitting at, but you do 60, 120, 180, 240. So that's not bad. I mean, it's still a lot, honestly. You definitely want to get as much as you can. You can get 240 for 60 gems, 50 gems you can get 200. Still really good. So I'm saying, like, you definitely want to do something like that. So let's actually focus on him now. Now we have to be careful. We have to petrify Meliodas so he doesn't attack us, and then let's go back into... Let's do ours. So you want to get rid of King first in this situation. Definitely get rid of King, and then try to petrify Meliodas, just because Meliodas is a full counter, and he can do a lot of damage if you don't get rid of him first. So, but you see King is really... He's close to dying, so we should be good. He's going to focus on my King now, so we have to be very careful. So we're going to focus on his King for sure. We're going to worry about his King. We're going to hit his King with this. We'll hit it with that. And then we're going to petrify his Meliodas, just because his Meliodas does the most damage. So we have to be very careful about that. So, okay. Now King is almost dead, but we have to petrify Meliodas now. So as long as he doesn't attack us with his Meliodas, we should be good. And we got our ults. So we should be honestly done now. We're going to focus on using our ult, and then from there we're going to focus on using our Meliodas attack on King Arthur. I'll do King Arthur just to see. So hopefully, okay, good. So we're not going to lose Bon. Bon is still a very crucial unit to have on this team right now, just because his ult gauges. He removes ult gauges, which is really good. So let's do that. Let's actually focus on Arthur, because I don't want to get ulted by Arthur. He does a lot of damage. I'm not going to lie. He can do a pretty good amount of damage from in PvP base. So let's see how much we do right here. We got rid of King. That's really good. Let's get rid of Arthur, because he's about to ult, and we don't want that happening. And then hopefully we can win. So Okay, stun, and boom. So he's done, and now it's Meliodas, and then whoever his second, yeah, so his last character, Bond. So you can see a lot of the teams will be very similar to each other. You can switch around units for sure. I personally do like running this team. I am going to work on my DN, because DN is super good. She's going to be very good for this, because she's an AoE unit. So AoE units normally are going to be really good for the specific reasons. So let's do that, we'll do that, and let's move healing together, just in case. So we're not going to beat him here. We're not going to beat him here either. And he's going to ult us. So unfortunate, we're going to have to take an ult from him. He could take out King, honestly. Yeah, he's going to take out King most likely, because King is the most dangerous unit. Oh, okay, he went for my Meliodas, which is different, which is cool, whatever. We'll see if it kills me, though. And it didn't, but it stunned me. That's cool. So really good thing here is what we can do is heal. We can do that. You know what? We're gonna be careful here. So we're gonna heal. We're gonna focus on him, and then we're gonna do this. So this should be good, so we don't get hit by Meliodas' full counter, because that will do a lot of damage. So then let's do a Petrify. So I've been getting a lot of comments about this. Now it's something about Petrify and Stun that just not sound the same, but like they just make it sound like they're the same to me. But yeah, I know Petrify and Stun aren't the same things. Petrify, it's kind of hard to like make up a word for it, to like basically like give it as a basically thinking like what Petrify really is. It's kind of hard to explain. I know a lot of people wouldn't know what Petrify is, so I kind of try to make it seem like I knew like a word that I could work with it. But Stun kept on coming to my head, but that's regardless of the point. Right here, boom, we won. So easy peasy, it's all bots, so you should be able to win. Honestly, if you don't, then you just kind of have to work around your team. Try to get higher CP as well, because the more you go up in the actual rankings, the harder we'll get, of course. But if you have a pretty good team for PvP, then you shouldn't have to worry too much on that. I'm going to talk about the couple units you could run for PvP currently right now too. I've seen really good teams when I played against bots as well. So one good unit is for sure DN. She is super good because she is an AoE unit right here. So you can see she does Rupture, which is 2 times damage against buffed enemies. A good thing as well as this attack right here. So this first skill attack, it disables attack skills for 1 to 2 turns. So which is why she's really good if you're playing against characters who will do a lot of damage. You want to make sure you can seal them, so which is really good. This green Elizabeth, I was actually shocked. She's actually pretty decent for this. So the good thing about her is that she does decrease defense related stats by 40%, which is a game changer for sure on PvP, because if you have that and then you have a Meliodas doing like a 2 or 3 star of his first attack, whatever it's called, it does a lot of damage. She also does a good thing about this is that her attacks is pretty high as well. So she does pierce damage equal to 250%. So that pierce damage is going to be 3 times pierce rate. So she's pretty good. She could definitely be ran on for sure on the team. And I've seen some of people using Griamore. I'm not going to really say too much about Griamore, but he is a pretty defensive unit. I don't think it's this one that's defensive. I think it's the other one. But you can run that as well. You can also run, of course, Bond, Blue King, Meliodas for sure. Those kinds of teams. And then I think if anyone has her, I don't see her. Elaine. Elaine is the other one. She's pretty good as well. So she is good because she decreases skill ranks, which is a big deal as well. And then you have other things like she depletes ultimate gauge, which is a bigger deal. So she's good for that as well, and then her ultimate does a pretty good amount of damage. So it cancels buffs and stances on one enemy and inflicts damage equal to 490% of attack, then stuns for 1 turn. So that's pretty good. For what she is, for that Elaine, for what she is, she's pretty good for PvP. But the meta will change once that actual team comes out for PvP. So just keep in mind that the units you have right now could possibly become terrible in a couple months. So you just have to make sure, even though you're grinding out the units, just be careful on how much you're putting into them. But currently, if you can get to, the Masters, or not, at least Masters actually, yeah, Masters, or if you can get into Platinum, you want to do that as well, so you can get some kind of gems from here. But shoot for champion 5 at least, because that's 50 gems every single week that you can get. That's where I'm sitting at in the JP version, which I'm at champion 5, and that's where I'm staying. I'm not going to move higher or lower, so I'm not worried about it right now. And then PvP also has geared as well, which is on the right side, which we can't do yet, so we're doing ungeared for that. But this is basically the kind of thing you want to do for this game right now. Grind up PvP for sure. Those are the kind of units you can run on the team, so just keep in mind you can do stuff like that. So just grind out as much as you can for the game, and then try to go for it from there. But that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. If you guys haven't already, make sure to drop a like onto today's video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. Hit the bell button to get notified on this video, as well as on all the videos that you guys watch, because it'd be good for you guys to understand what's going on with global and maybe JP if you guys want to play JP. But comment down below if you guys have a specific team you're running in PvP, so everyone else can understand the teams you can run as well. These are the only teams I personally know that would work well, but hopefully you guys are pretty good with PvP as well and understand what teams you can run. But have a great day, guys.